Hi guys, myself Brijesh and welcome to a brand new series of React.js. In this series, we will start from the scratch and we'll learn all the basic to advanced level concepts of React.js. Basically, this is an introductory video of React.js. In this video, we will talk about what is React, why should you learn React, and what we will cover in this series. So let's start with the intro first. So what is React? As we know, React is a free and open source front-end JavaScript library which is used for building a UI components, or you can say UI screens. Next, so React is mostly used to create a single page applications. Then React is not a framework. This is a key point to remember. Like React is not a framework as it doesn't follow the MVC pattern. React is only used to handling the view layer for the web and mobile applications. Okay, so next is React is fast, scalable and simple, using which you can make a performance effective application. Okay, so why should you go with React? So first point is React has broader and stronger community as Facebook is behind the React. Next is if you know the basic JavaScript concept, then you can easily learn React and you can easily create application in the React. Okay, next is React is following the unidirectional data flow structure, which means one-way data binding. So as React following one-way data binding, it becomes easier for developers to debug the error. Using one-way data binding, you can only pass data from your parent component to the child component. The reverse scenario is not possible in React. So next is React is following component-based approach, which means you can create a number of components in React and you can reuse them number of times as you want. Okay, let's check what the reusable component means in React. So let's say you are visiting one website, right? So mostly all the websites in all the website, all the pages have header and footer component common. Let's say your web application has two pages, about and contact, and you want to use the same header in both of the pages. So rather than creating two separate files for the header, what React will allow us to do is we will create just a one file, simple JavaScript file. You can add extension header.js. Let's say we have created header.js. So next what we will do is in the about and in the contact page, we will call the same component two times. So rather than creating same file two times, we will reuse that header component in both of the pages. Similarly, you can assume with footer as well. So for the footer as well, we will create just one file footer.js and then we will reuse them in both of the pages. So according to the React, reusable components will result in a better performance. Okay. So is there any prerequisites for the React? So yes, first is obviously HTML. So as we know that inside the React, inside the return statement, we are returning our HTML to the DOM. So you should know some basic HTML tags like div tag, p tag, span tag, a tag, etc. So next is CSS. So as React is primarily focused to the UI part, so you should know some basic CSS as well, like how to design your web application. So third one and most important is JavaScript. You should know some basic JavaScript concepts like how to use for loop, how to use map, how to access the object, etc. Okay, so next is what we will cover in this series. So first is React fundamentals. So we will cover all the basic to advanced level React fundamentals in this series with the proper explanation and proper example. Okay, next is routing. So we will also learn how to route the application inside a single page application. Okay, next is we will also learn how to fetch the data using third party APIs. Then we will learn some hooks like useState, useEffect, useReducer, etc. We will also create our custom hooks. Then we will learn how to do state management in React. So most of the people are not familiar with the MobX. So we will also learn how to do the state management using Redux, MobX and Context API. And which is better from this, and what will be the first performance effective tool among three of these. So we will learn that part as well. Okay, so I think that's enough for this video. So with this introduction, let's get started with the installation of React and Node, and we will create one simple web application in the next video. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.